With the birth of my son, that means we have to keep significantly more children's programming on the television. I'm sure I can work that into the show. The kids still watch Winnie the Pooh, right? Find me a Winnie the Pooh movie! Jesus Christ! Is everything dark and gritty nowadays? Yes, for everyone who thought the Too Smart for Strangers sing-along about molestation wasn't awkward enough, here's Winnie the Pooh slaughtering people like he just spent the summer with Cocaine Bear. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey is a British film that comes to us from Jagged Edge Productions, who for years, even before this film, are to slasher versions of other characters what the Asylum is to mockbusters. They've got horror films on Humpty Dumpty, The Easter Bunny, Jack and Jill, and even their own Jack Frost movie. They're like the modern-day equivalent of 80s shot-on-video movies, especially templates like Sledgehammer. They're all practically the same movie. Friends go off to a secluded location for a getaway, it's padded with a lot of rambly dialogue, then something shows up and kills them. In this case, it's Winnie the Pooh and Piglet. Switch it out with a Christmas tree, and you have the Killing Tree. Switch it out with a dinosaur, and you have Hatched. This one is written and directed by Rhys Frake Waterfield, who did The Killing Tree, and as for the cast, you can find them in some of the other Jagged Edge movies too. But it has the potential to be more ambitious. It was put into production after the Winnie the Pooh book from 1926 went into the public domain, and after its production received widespread news, and even trended for a bit, it got a theatrical release as opposed to just VOD, which is where I saw the others. That way we could all come together in a theater to be disappointed instead of just watching at home by ourselves. My son has no interest in this. Maybe it'll be really artsy though. One of the logos looks a little like the A24 logo. It could finally be their movie that goes for an Oscar. See? It is artistic.
Deep in the 100-acre woods, a young boy named Christopher Robin came across some most unusual adolescent creatures.
Excellent. The gritty reboot of the Woodland Critter Christmas from South Park. They're all here. Police sketches of Rabbit, Owl, Piglet, Eeyore, and Pooh. The story is that Christopher Robin leaves for medical school, and when he does, he just leaves the animals behind, and they go feral quick.
On the brink of starvation, Pooh decided that in order to survive, the group must consume one of their dearest friends. Eeyore was no more.
Sorry, Eeyore, that's one less mask we'll have to pay for. They are pissed. They now hate Christopher Robin, and they want him and all humans dead. Plus, they swear to never talk again, which does make it feel like these characters could be anything. It's years later, and Christopher Robin comes home to show his lady friend the magical place he grew up, a small wooded area in the trees behind the Jewel Osco. See? It's the 100-acre woods. We spent 5 minutes on a sign. I love that he told her that he had talking animals as a kid, and while she doesn't believe him, she was like, well, I'll still go to the woods with you.
I know, you've told me the stories many times, and how you would play with them for hours and talk to them.
If that's what he talks about all the time, how the hell was there a second date? He'll show her his friends exist, except Tigger. They still didn't have the rights to use him. And they couldn't make any of them look like the Disney versions. Even some releases were a little hard, since there's still a copyright on the book in some European countries. Fine, we here in America will keep Pooh's maggot-infested honey all to ourselves. Ah, they found the house he used to play in. Why did the animals go crazy? It seems Christopher left them with enough stuff. They have a home, cars, they can still make honey, plus it's a slasher, so clearly they know how to hunt. She still thinks this is all legit. Like she's surprised she's in a serial killer hut, brought there by a man who talks to stuffed bears. It does get going fairly fast, I guess. It's like Wrong Turn if they skipped the wrong turn part and just drove directly to the hillbilly's house. It'll also serve as the area we put the actor and crew trailers. I'll give it this. If I take my glasses off, I might think it's one of the Saw movies. And there goes Jigsaw with that pig mask again. There's no budget to make a life lesson trap, so he just kills her. Pooh looks like he'll help.
Pooh, you need to help me, please. There's something wrong with Piglet. He just killed my wife, please.
They were married? Somehow this guy with his own imaginary friends convinced a girl to marry him. Meanwhile, Pooh is still feasting on Eeyore's tail nail. He's gonna enjoy this revenge. We'll let you in the audience use your imagination. We've got the opening credits to finally get to, 14 minutes into the movie, where even here I have questions. Pooh's murderous antics have made the news over several news outlets. There's even a picture of him, yet they still think it's Bigfoot. How do these two idiots not know about this? Anyway, I'm guessing Maria here is the real main character, dealing with some sort of trauma. She'll be the Chris of the movie. What she needs is a trip to the woods and her own Shelley. What? I have to be right. Even the therapist says to take a trip to the woods. And make sure you go to that place all over the news where people go missing. I know this is a weird compliment, but the movie films light well. I'm trying with the compliments here. Not only do the talking animals exist, but so does God. He's giving you every warning not to go here. Besides the dirty gas station in every slasher film, there's also missing person signs on the door. What are you doing? Clearly it's not open. Whatever you find here won't be good. I could spit some whiskey on the engine to see if that'll do anything. It's where every idiot goes on vacation. Why are more people walking in here? Anyway, here's the rest of our main characters. The hell was this scene about? Alright guys, we only have 8 days to shoot this movie, then we gotta get to the Killer 3 Blind Mice movie, the Killer Jack Sprat movie, and the Killer Baa Black Sheep movie. They're not all here. See, this wouldn't have happened if she went in the clearly abandoned gas station. Oh no, you can't go in an abandoned building now. It's far too late. He already sees you. I don't feel like I'm watching Dark Winnie the Pooh. It looks like a direct-to-video remake of Motel Hell. I mean, seriously, that's clearly a mask. And there are far more convenient ways to make honey than shoving someone in a wood chipper. I don't even know how one makes the other. We'll be right back. The non-stop establishing shots are the perfect place to put a commercial break.
Winnie the Pooh. His name couldn't go on just any kid's clothes. Our new holiday collection had to have Sears exclusive perma-pressed fabrics for long wear and easy care with strong seams, Pooh-rated quality. For boys and girls sizes 3 to 6X, only in the children's store at Sears.
We are back, and whoa, this movie multitasks. We're doing the Winnie the Pooh horror movie and the Winnie the Pooh porn parody all in the same film. I mean, hell, one girl is just doing a sexy dance in a bikini in the next room, and that's the end of that scene. Now we gotta get to... I can tell by the way they're sitting. This scene is gonna go on for a while. Let's find out what really happened to Maria. Aw, you're not gonna have a cool sketch version of it, like with the animals' backstory? Apparently, there's this whole other stalker in this universe who kept following her.
I just heard this noise in the room.
Fantastic. Bob from Twin Peaks is lurking around. The Twin Peaks horror movie is being shot next month. This is the Pooh movie. Her therapist was right. This will finally make her get rid of the memories of that stalker. Now she'll have nightmares about Winnie the Pooh doing an exercise routine in Leatherface's cave. This movie is generic as hell, but it's got a good poker face about the plot. It plays it completely straight, even in the scene where Pooh has his "When She Loved Me" flashback.
I missed you, Pooh. Silly old bear.
A more self-aware movie would have thrown in a musical number, but here, let's have Pooh shed a tear and then have a freak out like we're watching a gritty-ass movie about drug addiction. And I'm pretty sure he's gonna whip him with Eeyore's tail. How is it that Strokey-Mon is a less weird fetishy movie than this? By the way, Halloween is over. You can take the decorations down now, Pooh. Go out and walk it off. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. What the hey? There's a hot girl in a jacuzzi about to do a nude scene? Christopher Robin can wait a while. I need to become Instagram famous. I was already trending on Twitter. You look fine. This picture might be a hit. You'll get plenty of comments that say, "What's with the bear?" And what's with the Christmas lights? Did you forget to take them down after the killing tree? This serves her right. If you see a giant bear man in the background of your picture, it's not probably nothing. The hell is with this choose your own adventure death? If you want her to be run over with the car, press 1. Sledgehammer, press 2. Good, I picked the car. I've had my fill of sledgehammers for a while. Before we get eaten by the alligator from X, let's see what that noise was. I think the process of hiring the DP was, do you know how to shoot fog well? Yes? Well, you're hired. It's only halfway through when they've figured out that there's a killer after them. But they could not get the rights to write You're Next, but somehow got the rights to Get Out. Interesting. We have some geniuses as our leads.
Whoever it is probably wrote that.
Did you think? Guys, what if we just run as fast as we can to the car? We'll give Killer Paddington a marmalade sandwich. That'll keep him distracted. No, damn it, Killer Paddington was the alternate version of the script, in case we were wrong about the Pooh rights. I like how they just assume right away it's not her stalker, as if there's no chance it could be her stalker in a bear mask. No, it has to be a real bear. They are smart enough to bring a gun, I guess, but not smart enough to say, this room will make a fantastic spot for a slasher death scene. We probably shouldn't be in here. And who takes care of this house when they're not there? Pooh clearly didn't kill the owners, and if he did, why doesn't he and Piglet just live here? That could be why they're so mad. They're messing up their nice house. Christopher Robin leaving is the best thing to happen to them. And oh, damn it, I knew it didn't make a difference if I didn't pick the sledgehammer earlier. They're still gonna do a sledgehammer death anyway. This movie isn't good, but there is more work put into the death scenes than the usual movie from this company. Sorry, I keep feeling like I'm at the part in the review where I sum up my thoughts. This sorta looks like a sequence from the last 10 minutes of a slasher, but there's still 32 minutes left. Possibly because Pooh finally made enough money in his roadside honey stand, convincing poor saps to eat honey-glazed testicles, that he was able to afford a jigsaw-like trap. And what the hell is with the music? Why is the sound alike of the Omen playing? Are these also Damien's stuffed animals? This is Jigsaw's most elaborate trap yet. Slap them silly to teach them a lesson until they cry uncle. I'm kidding. They don't learn a damn thing. They hear a scream, and instead of leaving to find the police, let's go investigate it ourselves. The killers are only gonna slap us a little, right? No, what are you doing? Don't help Christopher Robin. He's never had a good idea in this. What he should be saying is get out of here and find the police, and if you stumble upon an image like this, don't investigate, no matter how much it looks like an A24 movie about a cult. She'll only slow you down more when she sees her wounds. She's actually just impressed because this one also has better makeup effects than other Jagged Edge movies. Again, the animals have an amazing setup. This doesn't look like they became feral killers. It looks like they spend every night smoking weed and singing some Neil Young on an acoustic guitar. Oh shit, the face-off I've been waiting for. Piglet versus, I'm not sure this character's name, but she's gonna make him pay. We'll be right back.
Okay, you're not willing to give up everything. I understand that, but I do think we can all come away with what we want here.
Sorry, I could trade maybe Eeyore or Rube for Piglet, but Tigger is just not on the table.
What an offer. Buy a $1.99 hamburger Happy Meal at McDonald's and right now get one of 8 cool clip-ons from Disney's new musical video, Sing a Song with Pooh Bear.
So back to the bargaining table tomorrow?
Did somebody say McDonald's?
We're back and things aren't going well for her. It's the old 100-acre honey torture. Guys, why are we still watching this happen? Why are we making noise? We need to get out of here. Now they're messing up their underground tunnels? Do you know how hard it was for them to get remake Jason Voorhees out of there? I feel like this movie is more or less what people thought it would be, just very, very generic. They certainly had a chance to be really creative with a Winnie the Pooh horror movie and make it truly stand out, but instead, no, this really could just be about anything. Its biggest sin is being a missed opportunity. Not even the Halloween 4 vigilantes showing up could add a spark to this. That being said, it's also one where I've seen the same thing done, but way worse. A majority of these movies have scenes that drone on and on and on, with padded, rambly dialogue and not much effort put into the deaths. This doesn't have that problem. It's better shot than other Jagged Edge movies. It's paced a lot better. The death scenes aren't memorable, really, but they are better made, and the effects are good. It really just needs a more original script. There's also not a single memorable character in it. At this point, I'll take the vigilante mob screaming "Evil dies tonight" every 5 minutes, because at least I'll remember that. Suddenly, it's even shot like the finale of Halloween Kills. Pooh's strategy, just let them tire themselves out. That way they'll be so worn out, they'll just stand there and let Pooh kill them graphically. I'm so not interested in the plot that even with this Terminator-like chase scene with Pooh on the car, I'm still like, just get to the sequel bait ending. You could have slammed on the brakes and sent him off the roof, but sure, crashing works. We can't have this many people survive, and we need Christopher Robin to come in for a last-minute save. I almost forgot he was in the movie. Don't worry, they can use this same shot for when the man with the yellow hat runs over Deadly Curious George. Yes, I'm impressed you had the budget to blow up a car, unlike the Humpty Dumpty movie. And I'm impressed Christopher Robin is still acting his ass off and playing it serious.
It's me you wanted, leave alone! You want enough people, Pooh!
It is committed to being serious as a freaking heart attack. He just kills the final girl, and Christopher Robin is sad like he is going for an Oscar. I'm honestly not sure if this is sequel baiting or if it just has no ending. Christopher Robin runs off, and that's it. Like they filmed a 3-hour movie, and I only saw the first half. There is a sequel coming out, and why not? It is their most successful and most well-known movie. They'd be silly not to. I mean, they made more than one of the Humpty Dumpty one, so of course they will with this. I do hope they go batshit crazy with the second, because there are okay ingredients here. I'm cool with them playing it straight. That's probably the most original thing about it. Just don't be generic. That's all you have to do. Now, as for me, uh-oh, I hear the baby crying. I best leave. And I'm totally not just using that as an excuse, because I don't want to talk about Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey anymore.
Hey, yo, what you been doing to them girls, huh?